What's happening, YouTube? Sorry. Vehicle out front. I crack myself up the way this noggin works sometimes. Anyway, I was watching my diet video, right? Cooking the meat, being silly. And I mentioned somebody back in the 80s when I used to bodybuild gave me that diet tip, right? And whether that was just something he made up or whatever, I can't remember. Irregardless. But what it got me thinking about was back in the 80s, Arnold did pumping iron, right? And bodybuilding took off. It got real popular. You know, back in the 60s and the 70s, bodybuilding was shunned, right? You were teased. You were called certain names. And there's certain things I don't even say anymore because society's so uptight. You can't say certain words without people getting fussy, so I just don't. Anyway, bodybuilding wasn't very cool until the 80s. Then in the 80s, it took off. Johnny graduated from high school in 1981. When I graduated from high school, I was 5'10" and 180 pounds, right? Short and stocky. It's just built like a running back or a linebacker in high school. And then by the time I was 2 years out of high school, I was 220. I just filled out, right? Stocky-er. And I started working out. Lifting weights was something I even did as a kid, a younger kid, right? Early teens. And it was before bodybuilding and pumping iron was cool, but the one thing that was always cool, and you're gonna laugh, but having big arms for a guy is cool, right? Every fucking guy wants to have a big bicep. Girls like a guy with a big bicep. Girls like to hold on to a guy's arm at the movie theater in line, and you know, she wants to know when he's giving her a hug, he's got some arms on him, right? Girls like a guy with big arms. Guys like big arms, right? They want to have big arms. It is what it is, right? Have you ever thought about why? Self-esteem, homie. And it has nothing to do with your fucking bicep. It has nothing to do with your cup size, lady. It don't, right? Eye color. Go on, right? Lips, nose, the shit people fuck with because of their self-esteem. Biceps, curl a million fucking weights, Johnny, get a big arm, right? Everybody will fucking think you're cool. Well, part of it, yeah, of course, that there's that shit there, right? There is a certain amount of respect that you get with a big arm, right? Or being fit. It's not a big bicep, but you know, being buffed, as they say, right? Looking muscular makes you look strong. It gains you respect because it makes you look strong. It's intimidating. Self-esteem, right? Like if a girl walks into a nightclub and she's wearing the same dress another girl's wearing. It's happened, ladies, you know this. Immediately, they're looking at each other up and down, right? And if one girl's got a boob job and the other girl doesn't have a boob job and she's small chested or whatever, boo, self-esteem, right? Boom, boom, boom. Here we go again. Bicep or breast. Does it fucking make a difference? You get my point? It's not quantity, it's quality, right? It doesn't matter how big your bicep is or how big your boobs are. What matters is, what kind of person are you, man? I've known plenty of guys with big arms that were fucking retards. In more ways than one. I've known plenty of ladies with, you know, a really pretty figure and a really pretty face, and the shit that came out of their mouth was very ugly. Just saying. I've known a lot of really pretty women. You know, strippers are beautiful women most of the time. You know, Playboy looking women, right? The stereotypical physical features that society says is beautiful, right? Doesn't have anything to do with what's on the inside or the other way around. You know, if you find somebody unattractive on the outside, you don't know what's coming out of their mouth, man. They could be the most beautiful person you ever met in your fucking life, but because you were such a judgmental piece of shit, you never found out. Sad for you. I used to be you. I'm not anymore, man. I don't find value in the shit on the outside anymore. I burn out on that. It's like toys to me. I burn out on the toys. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I want a 62 Impala because of memory lane. Not because it's cool and it helps my self-esteem to go bouncing down the road in a lowrider so everybody can look at me. It's so I could sit in the garage by myself and hit the switches and laugh, motherfucker. It's different when you get old, I'm telling you. But young blood, I get it. Young ladies, I get it. But what I'm telling you is, when you find the value on the inside, the shit on the outside don't matter as much. It will always matter. You'll never get rid of it. You will always care about how you look. It's human nature. But you got to keep the value on that to a good perspective, right? It's this much of who you really are, right? That just plays a small role, right? If you look good, chances are you're healthy, you're eating good, you're active, blah, 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 blah. Not always. There are those who are really thin, and there are those who are heavy, and they're just as fit as someone that looks like they belong on the Olympics, right? The outside can be very deceiving in more ways than one. There was a heavyweight champ here not too long ago. Homie looked like he had been eating quite a few fucking donuts before he stepped into the fucking ring, and he put motherfucker to sleep. Just saying. So, never judge a book by the cover. It's important, man. I learned this lesson the hard way, right? I speak from experience here, motherfucker. It's important to feel good. It's important to look good. But it's not everything, fool. And it's not important what someone else thinks. It's important how you feel, right? How you feel about your damn self is important. Your self-esteem is important. If dropping a couple pounds makes you feel better, then get down with that. It's more important to be healthy up here first. If you're healthy up here, you're happy. If you're happy, the rest will be what it'll be. You want to drop a couple, you'll drop them. If you don't care, you won't care. But you got to be happy, right? That's got to come first. Just saying. Been through some shit, seen some shit, lived through some true heartache. Feel me? And now I spend a lot of time thinking about it, right? Making big changes, big moves for a reason. I need to be happy. I'm not happy here in California. I'm not happy with the things I have here in California. I know what the North Woods is going to have for me. The challenges and the changes and the excitement of all of that is going to keep me young. It's going to keep me healthy. It's going to keep me on my toes, right? It's like being a kid all over again. It's going to keep me youthful, motherfucker. It's going to. I can feel it, right? This morning I had a lot of anxiety, right? I had a lot of anxiousness about everything. And all day today, thinking and settling in and just kind of on with the whole fucking thing. And this is what I come up with, right? So, if there's a pearl in here for you, awesome. Stoked. That's why I do these fucking things. Is hoping they help. Paying it forward. Trying to make a difference on a planet that the wheels are falling off. Right? Staying plugged to the good book. Learning a couple things about the things you can't see. Right? I can't see these feelings in my heart. I can't see that. I can't see what's on the inside, right? The fact. That's all feeling, right? That's shit I feel. The book makes me feel stuff. Good stuff, man. God makes me feel good stuff, right? It's not proof, right? It's how I feel. Go feel something. Go feel good. Find a way to feel good. If it's lifting a weight, if it's lifting that book up, if it's lifting the phone up, or if it's lifting your fucking feet up off of the ground and going for a walk. Go get happy first. I had one of those moments this morning, right? One of those make or break you moments, shit or get off the pot. Think real long and hard, dude, about life right now. Take the time to think real long and hard. And I did. And it just brought me right back to where I knew I was gonna go, because it's what's been in my heart for 10 years. And the location doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, this new location is cool because being restrained to the house because of bad weather is a great excuse to stay home. Just saying. It is, because I'm a homebody. I like being alone. I like my peace and quiet. I don't do well with others anymore. So the solitude of the North Woods and this little jewelry thing I really got the Jones for, right? I don't know, it just, the way shit pops into my head and the way this came together, and now I'm excited about making some motherfucking jewelries, man. I am. The Impala, that's gonna happen too, without a doubt. I will take my time and, you know, providing there's a little extra dough to go around and the doggies are all covered and Johnny's got a little extra scratch, then I'm gonna fucking pursue tinkering on a car, right? That'll be for me, for my sanity. You know, I can give and give and give, but you gotta give to yourself a little bit, right? Same thing with the foods and the diets and whatnot. Mona, thank you. She made a comment about Happy Meal or whatever, and sure, you know, live good and clean and treat yourself for doing a good job, right? Ladies, you drop some LBs. I know you can't wait to go shopping and get a cute outfit to show Papa. You know this. I'm smiling because I I've seen you ladies in action, man. There is nothing more beautiful than a woman that glows. When they put on a new outfit and they feel good and they look good and they got their hair did and hot, right? Just beautiful. They radiate. I get it, right? Do you, right? Whatever makes you happy, be that. Same thing for you, Papa. Don't let them dumb fucks at work tell you the cool thing to do is go get hammered at the strip joint after work when you want to go home to your girlie, right? You got a girlfriend at home. It's Friday. Worked a long, hard week on the job. The brass rail is right down the street from the job site. Listen, I worked in Sunnyvale, California. Silicon Valley, Apple Computer, Sunnyvale, right? In Sunnyvale, there was a strip joint called the Brass Rail. Wifey worked there at a time. After we were no longer together, she was with this other fucking clown. But irregardless, I had been in that strip joint not because of the wifey, but because of friends that used to go there. Anyway, and we'd hit that joint after work on a Friday, have a few pops before we headed home after working in Sunnyvale because it was convenient. It was on the way home. Fuck you, right? Don't give a fuck about having liquor on your breath. Don't give a fuck about having a couple beers after work. Ain't gonna get hammered and drive home fucking swerving all over the place. But back then I didn't give a fuck. Now I don't drink no more. You know, so none of that is an issue. But back then, I would think about it. Oh, I could have a couple beers. As long as I'm not hammered, I ain't going to get in trouble. And I'd go have a couple beers, tip the girls, and then fucking go home, right? Anyway, the point I'm trying to get at is with life, you need to be fucking happy, man. You need to feel good about your damn self, because if you don't, you're going to be miserable and you're going to make everybody miserable around you. That's exactly what I've done with my whole fucking life, man. I got nobody in my life for a reason. I pushed them all away. I see that now, right? My anger and my bad attitude. It did damage, man. I learned because I wasn't happy. So now I'm gonna go to the North Woods. I'm gonna be happy. And one day, how much you wanna bet there'll be a wifey over there? I have no doubt. The Lord works in mysterious ways, I'm sure. I'm not gonna trip on it. And if it don't, it don't. It's cool. I got my doggies. I'll have my hobbies. And when it's time to go home, I'll go home. And I'll be happy no matter what. Because that is very important to me. Because I see the importance of my happiness on the people around me. It rubs off on Dave Dog. It rubs off on anybody who cares about me. When they see me angry and upset, it hurts them. And then that hurts me. So my happiness is paramount. And yours should be too. For the same exact reason. If you're not happy, you're going to make your wife and your children miserable, motherfucker. Just saying. All right. My 2 cents for what it's worth. Almost 20 minutes in. You motherfuckers last less than 4, according to the gadget. Anyway. Go put on a happy face. You'll be glad you did. Much love. Till next time. Peace.